Few weeks ago at Ironman Swansea 70.3, an athlete had to be pulled from the water and tragically died. That could have been me, or it could be anyone who thinks they're in perfect physical condition. 3 months ago, I walked into my cardiologist's office thinking that I was going to set all kinds of records on their machines, find myself in perfect health, and be on my way. But to my surprise, after all the testing, they found blockage. After initial heart cath surgery, they found that I had 3 arteries blocked 90% or more and 1 completely blocked, though I was showing no major heart disease symptoms. After the surgery, my doctor gave me a warning to pass on to all of you guys out there. When you jump into cold water, it's going to hit your body with a shock. That shock is going to constrict all of the arteries in your whole body, and if you have blockage in your heart, even without any symptoms, that is going to shrink your arteries, constrict your blood flow to your heart, and that could cause a fatal heart event even without any symptoms going into your race. That's what could have happened to me, and it could possibly happen to you too. So today, I want to show you how I've recovered, what I've learned, and how I'm rebuilding toward racing in triathlons again, and maybe even someday, another Ironman. The doctors and the PTs, they called me the poster child of recovery. I am in the top 1% for the quickness of recovery from quadruple bypass surgery. I've gradually gotten up to the point that 2 minutes turned into 10 minutes, which turned into 1 mile, which turned into 2 miles. All of this followed by a complete leg exercise, Zwift sessions, and now I have been opened up to be able to start training again full time. Now, I want to take you to my training peaks and show you how my recovery has progressed from day one. So let's jump into training peaks and take a look at what my recovery workouts, if you want to call them workouts, were and how the gradual build happened. So taking a look right here, you can see that I started out a couple weeks before the surgery. You can see I had 5 hours worth of workouts done, 5.5 hours. This is where I saw the cardiologist the first time. Working into the next week, this is where I saw the cardiologist the second time, and this is where I got my results. I saw that and I ran my numbers down to right here. You can see it's only 2 hours and 50 minutes. But I did do a 45-minute ride the day before what was supposed to be heart cath surgery because it was supposed to be simple. I was supposed to be out for a week and a half and be ready to go again. They discovered in the heart cath surgery that I needed bypass surgery, and I had the bypass surgery here on the 21st. Getting off of that, you can see where they took me and walked me around in the hospital, gradually building up my time and distance in the hospital. Coming home, after working with the PT the first time, they showed up, actually, after working with the nurse the first time, they gave me this walking regimen where I was gradually building up, starting out at 0.2 of a mile twice a day. Then it's a quarter mile, building. But that week I had 48 minutes worth of work done. Gradually, you'll see here, I'm doing nothing but walking at this point in the next full week, going as a duration of 2 hours and 13 minutes for 3.44 miles of walking that week. Gradually building up again to where you can see here, the PT assigned me some cardio work, very little work there. And I built up with 4 hours and 35 minutes, 6.89 miles. Working on from there, you're seeing my cardio work, build. My walking is build. You see me up to 0.8, up to a mile. This is a mile 1 month after surgery. I'm at a mile. 6.36 hours, 10.9 miles. Going up to the next week, you're gonna see cardio, 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 cardio. Taking Fridays and using them as a quote unquote rest day, walking only one time, more cardio. And I hit my ability to hear. The cardio allowed me to do some cycling on the bike, but I was only allowed to sit straight up. More cycling, 8 hours, 21 minutes, 19 miles total with 3 Zwift sessions. Going up, moving up to the next week, you're gonna see here, I've got cardio, some Zwift, and I hit my first road cycling right here, which I wasn't supposed to do. This one time I broke the rules. The weather was so absolutely perfect. And I can tell you there were issues because I do have some numbness right here in my chest, and with the chest bouncing just a little bit, it kind of hurt just a touch. And then I took a walk, calling this a break. Back to some cardio, walking, moving up to this week. We're back to cardio again here, walking a Zwift, 2 walks here, a walk and a Zwift. The reason I don't have cardio on these 3 days is I was doing something else that was giving me complete cardio work that would have been in that 45 to an hour range. And where I today, on the 10th, you see it there, I have gone up to an actual running, walking regimen. Tomorrow doing some more, and then hitting a 40-minute bike ride. Then I will start my actual training and trying to get back into shape. I hope you enjoyed that, because that showed that it takes consistency, patience, and respect for the process. But a quick question before we move on in our video. I want to know if you like my 8-week full goatee, or right here, my tight cut goatee of the past. Drop down in the comments below. Let me know which one you like, and I will either let this grow out or shave it up tight. You guys let me know. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll be right back with the rest of the video. I can remember laying in that room with an incubator down my throat, tubes, wires, things beeping, all kinds of nurses and doctors coming in and out, thinking, will I ever be able to enjoy fresh air and a breeze again? But here I am, enjoying this beautiful breeze on a nice cool afternoon. I've been out walking, now able to do walk jogs. I'm able to Zwift. This weekend I'll hit the road on the bike, and I will be training again. How I'm gonna do this recovery, what I'm gonna use to go from recovery back to where I like to be as base in training, I'm gonna use my JS Coaching Systems 10 for $10 Sprint Triathlon training plan. Now, if you'd like to join me and to get back into great physical condition, drop down into the description below. You'll see a link to send an email to me and train right alongside me. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video here, and my original video I did at 2 weeks after surgery, is you can't out-train genetics. Especially if you're over 50 years old, go get your heart checked before you run into the problem that we're seeing over and over and over again at Ironman and other races. I'm Coach John. Boom! I'm still here, I'm getting healthy, join me, and I'm out.